What's up, Reddit Nation? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to this channel and you would like to support the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, leave me a comment and also like this video so all of Raider Nation and the Kansas City Chiefs fans can all see it. Let's get this video to over 100 likes. Well, Raider Nation, the Raiders did exactly what I said they were going to do. We opened up presents on Christmas Day morning, and then we turned on the TV and we watched our Raiders smack the Chiefs. Man, it was the best game I've seen in a whole long time, despite Aiden O'Connell only throwing for 62 yards and not completing a pass after the first quarter. Man, that was a beautiful game. That game has to come down as one of the best times I've seen the Raiders beat the Chiefs over the time we beat them in 2020, that COVID year with John Gruden and Henry Ruggs, surpassing when we started off 0-10 on that Thursday night, Derek's first official win as a Raider. You know, this win is beautiful. You know why? Because we really demoralized this team. They're the Super Bowl defending champs, and we went into their home and we straight up smacked them. We corralled Patrick Mahomes. We only got 4 sacks total that game, but man, it was really more than that. He was pressured all game. And, you know, that was without Max Crosby getting a sack. You know, the boys were talking their ish. You know, Jack Jones was talking his smack. Trayvon Merrick, Amik Robertson, Nate Hobbs, man, they were all talking smack. And it was really beautiful to see. You know, Max Crosby didn't have to be woofing this game. Robert Spillane wasn't woofing. He let all their little dogs come to the party. Man, it was a really beautiful game. These Chiefs didn't have our way with us. You know, and they kept putting the camera on Taylor Swift, you know, seeing her reaction. She looked really upset. She looked just as upset as every Chiefs fan in Arrowhead. They just couldn't believe that the Raiders came into their house and smacked them. You know, as Raider fans, we really deserve this. You know, the Chiefs have taken us apart for the last 6 years. Even before that, when they had Alex Smith, I think we only beat Alex Smith and the Chiefs, I think, 1 year. And that was that year I was just referring to when we started off 0-10 and we went into that Thursday night game and we ended up winning. I think this win solidifies and cements Coach Antonio Pierce as the permanent head coach. Like I've been clamoring all week. You know, if the Raiders beat the Chiefs in Kansas City on Monday Night Football in front of the whole world, he's got to get the job. And we really beat them playing his style of football, playing the Raider style football, you know, playing smash mouth football. We were running the ball down their throat, and we were getting sacks all day long. Like I said, we were corralling Patrick Mahomes. He had no one to throw the ball to. Travis Kelce didn't have a breakout game like he usually does. He usually gets over 100 yards and a few touchdowns against us. We were having our way with Travis Kelce. He didn't make his presence felt whatsoever. And like I've been saying in my earlier video, guys, you know, we clearly need a quarterback. Regardless if we go to the playoffs or whatever happens throughout for the rest of the season, you know, it's in plain sight. Aiden O'Connell is not a starter. He is a backup. You know, how do you not complete a pass after the first quarter? Are you kidding me? And I don't want to blame it on Bo Hardegree or the receivers. That's just bad quarterback play at the end of the day. You know, and big shout out to Bo Hardegree. You know, I'm still not a fan of his play calling. He still dials up way too many unnecessary screens, you know. But a big shout out to him for getting Zamir White involved. You know, prior to Bo Hardegree calling plays, I thought Zamir White was trash. I thought he was a bust. I thought we were going to get rid of him this offseason. But for some reason, he has had almost a revelation. He has woken up, so to speak, since Bo Hardegree has been the coach. Last week, he averaged over 4 yards a carry. This week, he averaged over 6. And yeah, I know that might have been offsetted because of the long 50, 60-yard run to put the game away in that last drive. But nevertheless, he's really been playing better since he got inserted into the lineup these last 2 weeks. Before, he would hit that line of scrimmage, and that would be it. He would get snatched up. He would get corralled. So I'm really excited to see the progress of Zamir White. and another player, Malcolm Kuntz, man, another 3-sack performance. Are you kidding me? That now puts him at 5 sacks in the last 2 games. 7 on the year total. This guy might just reach 10. When was the last time the Raiders had 2 defensive players with 10 total sacks in the same season? It's been a long time. I can't remember. Before Khalil Mack and Max Crosby, I think we only had like one good guy who would get sacks, and that was Derek Burgess. One year he led the league with 16 sacks. And what did we do? We traded him to the Patriots and we got Richard Seymour. But that's neither here nor there. These are the new Raiders. These are our Raiders. And I told you before that I was tired of all these eras surpassing us. The Phillip Rivers-led Chargers, the Peyton Manning-led Broncos. And now I told you we're in the Mahomes era with him and the Chiefs taking over. Now it's our turn, fellas. We're not going to play the Sudoku game and watch all the teams' games and see just how well the Raiders, where they land in this playoff race. Let's just hope we can control our own destiny. Let's just win out and see where the chips fall. If it's meant to be, the Raiders will be in the playoffs. If it's meant to be. I'll be happy. Are we going to go far? Time will tell. Are these the 2000 Ravens where they had one of the best defenses and led that team to a Super Bowl? Who knows? But where we are right now, we're playing Raider-style football. This was a real Raider win. We ran the ball and we sacked Patrick Mahomes. He was crying like a little girl all game. Every time they put the camera on him, he was crying. Every time they put the camera on Taylor Swift, she was crying. Same with Travis Kelce. He was acting like a girl, throwing his helmet, yelling at his coaches, And this time they can't blame it on Kadarius Toney. He didn't even play a game. This was all on Patrick Mahomes. The 14 points he gave us, that was all on him. On the botched fumble, on the pick six, and I love Jack Jones. He's slowly becoming one of my favorite acquisitions we got in the season. That stare down to Patrick Mahomes. And for him to give the ball to that kid and then snatch it away, I'm all here for it. When it's our team versus your team, when it's the Raiders versus your team, it's always war, baby. So that's it for this video, Raider Nation. Let me know in the comments how excited you are. Let me know if AP has done enough to keep the head coach job. For me, he personally has. Let's keep him. Let's keep Patrick Graham. Let's get a new offensive coordinator. I'm not sold on Bo Hard agree. But until next time, Raider Nation, peace.